So it's common for an athlete to think, I was born to play this sport, right? I was born to play football, for example. And it's understandable why they feel that, because most athletes, especially in today's world, become an athlete at such a young age that they grow up and the only thing that they know, the only environment that they really know is sports, or the particular sport that they're playing in. But you're not born to play a sport. Nobody is born to play football, because football doesn't exist everywhere that you're born, right? If you're born in the Amazon jungle, your purpose can't be to play football necessarily. It doesn't exist there. So for athletes, it's very challenging to help them overcome that circumstance, which has been their life, right? They have lived, breathed, eaten, slept their sport. But embedded in that, or rooted in that, is a bigger purpose. Michael Jordan is the best example. Like Michael Jordan, number one, talk about creativity. Creativity is not just art. Artistic creativity or artistic expression is one form of creativity, right? Creativity exists on all planes. Athletes often, a lot of them may not consider themselves creative. Michael Jordan was 100% a creative and artist because of how he saw and played the game of basketball. Stay-at-home parents are creative. Everybody are, they're probably the most creative. So it would lead many people to say, Michael Jordan was born to play basketball. And the reality is, physical attributes and all these different aspects, 100% he was born with the capacity to certainly play the sport of basketball, but that's not his purpose, right? His purpose was lived through the sport of basketball for 40 years or however long he played the sport from when he was young. The question for somebody like him is, what next, right? Once I become physically incapable of performing the service or whatever it is that embodies my purpose, what do I do next? Well, you have to figure out another way to creatively express yourself, which is another way of saying embodying your purpose in another activity. I just went through this recently because I had COVID and I was laid out for days. And, for a moment, this depression set in of I am just useless right now, right? I couldn't be a participating parent. I couldn't do all of the things that I need to do on a daily basis. And I had to laugh at myself because I was, again, sort of feeling that my sense of purpose was gone because I couldn't physically do certain things. And then I started writing, because the reality is, what can I do in isolation? What can I do while I'm quarantining and also physically weak? I can take out my laptop and I can start putting my ideas down and expressing them in words or something like that. So I very quickly snapped out of it and remained active because I wanted to redirect a way that made me feel purposeful again.